I like to sing about the moon and the June and the spring. Go ahead and sing about the skies are blue and the things are too and the things with the sea. I love you. That's my Ronda lost dance. And all the people who were saying Ronda's the greatest fighter, Ronda can't be beat, Ronda a superhero, Joe Rogan, Ronda's the best thing since Jesus Christ, Joe Rogan. Hopefully y'all can all suck a big cock, because Ronda, that's basically what it looks like. She went down hard. Like, she went down pretty rough. It shows that she's not a good fighter. She's not a good fighter. Like, she has one bread and butter move. It's like the people's elbow. That's all she can do. Once you stop the people's elbow, she had nothing for Holly. She had nothing for Holly on her feet. She couldn't strike with her. She couldn't defend her strikes. She didn't know what a takedown is unless it's in the clinch and it's a judo throw. Ronda didn't know what a double leg takedown is. How could she be a good fighter? My friend said, Holly Holmes, all she needs to do is stay away and pick shots. And Holly Holmes did a great game plan. She didn't look good in the first two fights. Like, I was very, very hesitant because she was throwing loopy kicks. She was telegraphing. She wasn't sticking her punches. But this fight, she came in. She was timing Ronda. Like, Ronda looked like, I don't know, it looked like an amateur fight. Actually, it looked like an amateur. It looked like the fights Holly had back when she was in, like, Legacy or whatever organization. Like, they had nothing for her. And Ronda's supposed to be the greatest fighter in the world. Ronda can beat a man. Ronda can beat Mayweather. Just a little FYI, Mayweather has 10 times as better footwork as Holly. So, Ronda, you couldn't catch Holly. You're probably not going to catch Mayweather. Like, she got everything she deserved. Like, it was almost sad. Like, it's the equivalent of what happened in Paris. Like, I shedded a tear for Ronda because it was pretty bad. Like, it was embarrassing. Like, I was sad. Like, I wanted to change the channel. I'm like, oh man, this is too much. Like, I hope she's, like, crying. I hope she's crying. Like, she talked so much shit. And she had everyone co-signing. Arnold Schwarzenegger, she's a Terminator. Rocky, I think she's a good fight. Demi Lovato, who the fuck is Demi Lovato? Oh, I bet my friend I can get Ronda's whole fight on. Shut up, Demi Lovato, who are you? Go make a song that no one wants to hear. Demi Lovato's nothing. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's cool, he knows nothing. Stallone's cool, he knows nothing. These guys are caught up in the hype of Ronda Rousey and not looking at her skill. She has no skill. Let me say that, not no skill. She has very minimum skill in the things she needs to do to fight an opponent who's good at something. All the people she fight prior, barring Kat Zingano, who was a decent grappler, and Miesha Tate the third time. The third time Miesha Tate could have won that fight. Ronda took her down, Miesha Tate got up. Took her down, Miesha Tate took her down probably like twice or three times. Miesha Tate is a wrestler. She knows, so Miesha Tate's at least decent in that. She's not too good on her feet either, but, whatever. So, that third time, Ronda was tired. Miesha was tired too, but whatever. That showed a lot of Ronda's weaknesses right there. And it's so funny. They talked to Dana White. He, seemed sad. So, Dana, what do you think? Yeah, she lost. He was about to cry. Like, he was so distraught that Holly won because he knows his cash cow is out of there. Like, Ronda's out of there. No one wants to see Ronda. Ronda sucks now. And he knows that. He's like, oh, do you think she's been exposed? No, I think she wins 12 fights. And no, yes, she was exposed a long time ago. She was exposed when I said, she has no skill. She's just doing one thing. Her lack of competition. The lack of competition. If you go 8-0 in an elite organization, the best fighters in the world, if you go 8-0 and beat everybody the same way in the first round, you're not fighting the best people. There's no one who's considered the greatest fighter who has fought 12 people and knocked them out the same way in a row. Georges St. Pierre, one of the greatest fighters. She's never beat 12 people in a row by the same way. He's never done that. Matt Hughes, he's never beat 12 people in a row the same way in the first round. Anderson Silva, even he's beat a lot of people, but he's never beat them all in the first round with the same thing. Fedor Emelianenko, he's fought top, and these are all the people I'm naming are fighting the best in the world at the time. Chuck Liddell, Fedor, they've never beat it. Just everyone they've ever fought for the first 12 fights in a row the same way, first round knockout. Exactly. Ronda has been basically fed. She's been fed because the women's division is not deep in the UFC. It's not deep probably in the world. And they're saying she's the greatest fighter, and she's not. She was never the greatest fighter. She was decent for whatever level she was. Everyone says she's on this level, but no, she's actually down here. She's down here. She's way down here. When you put someone who has one trick against someone who has a trick that's better than theirs and can stop their trick, that's what happened. Same thing with Jones Bones Jones. You put him against all these shorter, smaller fighters with no reach, he dominates. He's one of the top greatest heavyweights in the world. You put him against someone the same size, who has the same amount of reach, but who's a better striker than him, Anderson Gustafsson. That's what you get. Anderson Gustafsson mauled him. Anderson Gustafsson has no killer instinct, but whatever. He won that fight, in my opinion. Jones was busted up. He looked bad. So that's what happened. Chris Weidman. As soon as you find someone who can out-wrestle Chris Weidman, he's fought old Anderson Silva, old Vitor on steroids who don't know how to wrestle. As soon as you put him against a wrestler, he's gonna lose because once he can't punch. He has a decent chin, but once he can't just go and take you down and ride on you, he's gonna be just like Ronda Rousey, flailing all over the ring. Ronda Rousey, oh my God, it was embarrassing. Like, it was embarrassing, and I wish Holly Holmes would be more cocky. I wish she would have said, "Oh yeah, guess you are a do nothing bitch because you did nothing in that fight but get knocked out. Oh man, sorry. Let me go home. I gotta get this Ronda Rousey skull off my leg because once that Ronda sets in, it's hard to get out." Something. She could have said something. She was humble as as an angel in Catholic school. It was like Ronda Rousey fought Martha Stewart and lost. Pre-jail Martha Stewart, and hooray for Holly. Like, I didn't have faith in her. I did not. I hope Cyborg would come and pound Ronda in, and that would have been bad. Like, if she would have fought Cyborg, it would have been a lot worse. Cyborg didn't have the movement, but she definitely got the power. Like, she wouldn't have been able to take those punches Holly was hitting her with. But Holly she was distancing. She stayed away, picked her apart, and Ronda had nothing. My friend called it. He said the only way she would win would be that. I thought it may went to the distance, and she would pick her off and get points, but she put a nail in that bitch's coffin. About time. Someone finally, hopefully shut her up. Hopefully it broke her jaw so she can't talk all the nonsense she's been talking about. He said she's a superhero, yo. A superhero. Holly Holmes' leg is kryptonite in that situation. There's only going to be one person like Ronda Rousey. Shut up. All y'all who said Ronda's the greatest fighter, Ronda's the best, she can't be beat, she can beat man, eat a cock. Y'all have no idea what y'all talking about. Y'all were so driven by the hype of her that y'all did not see her skill, which is very minimum in comparison to someone who actually did something for a living. It's like Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt, he's fat, he's slow, and he's not a great MMA fighter, but on his feet, he could probably knock out anybody because he's been doing that his whole life. If he could stop someone from taking him down, he could pretty good. So yeah, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Ronda lost. Your guys are idiots if you liked her. If you didn't like her and you were actually realistic, like she's okay or she's not that good, then hooray for you. You're not a drone that just goes and listens to Demi Lovato say nonsense. Congratulations. But Jacqueta, she did okay. Thought she could do better, and Mark Hunt won, but everybody else, no one cares about that. Ronda lost. I feel bad for her. She sucked. Like, she just sucked, and I don't want to see her fight. She just go do movies now or whatever. Go model, because she has nothing for Holly Holmes. She's not going to be able to work on her hands. She's doing all that, all that shadow boxing and hitting the pads like she know how to punch, and she can't punch. Misha Tate made a comment on Ultimate Fighter saying that, oh, you don't even know how to punch, and Ronda laughed it, and her manager got mad, her boxing coach got mad. It's like, did he just see the fight? Like, Misha was completely right. I don't like Misha Tate, I don't like that, but she was right. Ronda can't punch. She can't punch either, but Ronda can't punch. Her boxing coach should be ashamed of the display she showed. It was bad. They're like, oh, well, she was too aggressive. If she wasn't aggressive, Holly Holmes would have done the same thing. She may have not got knocked out. She may have went to the decision, but Holly Holmes would have picked her out, stayed that way, bow. Doesn't matter. Holly Holmes is better. Just better. Yeah, but it's funny. Like, Dana's cash cow was done. He was so sad, and everybody's like, oh my God, Jesus has been crucified. Oh my God, Holly Holmes. Like, everybody say, oh, Holly Holmes is, Ronda Rousey's the first astronaut. Ronda Rousey, the reason women got the right to vote. Yeah, y'all remember when Ronda Rousey didn't get up and moved to the back of the bus? Like, shut the hell up. Ronda Rousey got knocked out by a head kick. That's all that matters right now. Ronda Rousey did nothing. Like, Nothing. In the bigger scheme of things, she was never a good fighter. Like, and that's pretty much what happened, you know. So yeah. So ha ha. Demi Lovato, I hate you. Ronda, that's what you get. Keep talking trash. You suck. All the other people, good job, Holly Holmes. And yeah. So that was like the best UFC ever. Like that was probably the best UFC I ever watched, just for that one fight. Because Ronda Rousey, yeah, two thumbs down and a head kick to the face. Trash.